Spiritual Messenger, here with my new Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, July 11th through Sunday, July 17th, 2022. For this week's Empowered Moments video, we'll be using the Power Archangel, or is it the Archangel Power Deck by Radleigh Valentine for your main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So this week we have a powerful full moon as part of what's going on. There's a lot going on astrologically, actually, but let's go ahead and start out this week's video with an empowered moment. So if you get yourself comfortable there, let's close our eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, relaxing our body and clearing our minds of all thoughts and ideas and perceptions from the week, the month. Just focusing on the present moment, the here and now. And as we're in this present moment, this here and now, let's take in a deep breath, breathing in peace and healing, protection and guidance from the cosmos, the universe, our angels and guides, God's source energy. And as we exhale, we're letting go of all that our body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And let's focus on the energy of this upcoming full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn rules our destiny direction. It rules third dimensional constructs and timing and situations. And let's call in all of the archangels, guides, master guides, and teachers, ascended masters and ancestors of the highest vibration of light. And let's ask that during this full moon in Capricorn phase that we are assisted in releasing and letting go of all that we no longer need to be immersed in. That we release and let go of all third dimensional constructs, situations, and circumstances that have been heavy in our lives or burdensome. And let's just ask for that assistance to release and let go what we no longer need to carry as we move forward on our soul's journey. And let's breathe that idea in deeply into every cell of our bodies. Breathing that idea to release and let go of what we no longer need. Asking that it be gentle and easy and peaceful as we release and let go of what we no longer need. Let's do one last deep, healing, cleansing, balancing breath. Okay, and when you're all ready and in your own time, you can open your eyes and come back to this present moment, this empowered moment, this time and place. And now we're going to take a look at what our special crystals are. I don't know what I was going to say there. Special intentions. These are our stones and crystals of choice for this week's reading. So the first one, now this is interesting. I've had hematite pendants before, but this one, as you can see, is not the typical smooth mirrored looking hematite, right? It's got a lot of bumps and lumps, and it's actually Moroccan hematite. I was out and about in one of my little short travels, and I found this beautiful Moroccan hematite. So it's wrapped in silver wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22, number of protection on all planes, and energy of the master builder infused into this one. The energies of Scorpio for transformation and transmutation of lower energies. The planet Mercury for objectivity and logic. Activation and balancing of the root chakra for focus and grounding and security. And the energies of Archangel Michael have been called in for this one for confidence, courage, psychic protection, and cutting cords to all that no longer serves one's best and highest interest. And just for your information, it's a pretty heavy stone, so it's going to be a heavier pendant. Okay, not too heavy, but it's definitely heavier because hematite is a heavier kind of metal, so to speak, even though it's considered a stone. Okay, so let's look at our second stone of choice here, and this is snowflake obsidian. And obsidian is, we know obsidian to be a black stone, but you can see there's these little white flecks here, snowflakes, if you will. And so the snowflake obsidian, this one's wrapped in silver wire, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 8, the number of strength, protection, and power. The qualities of Scorpio, again for this one, for empowerment, transformation, and transmuting lower energies. The element earth, the earth element, for grounding, security, and manifestation. And the energy of Archangel Michael, again, archangel of psychic protection, and leading one to the next step of your highest and most important destiny path. Okay. And then the last stone of choice, this is also an obsidian, but it's mahogany obsidian. So you can see that, again, obsidian is the black stone, but the mahogany obsidian is kind of a reddish brown, and then it's got the black in it. So it's a little bit more gentle than regular obsidian, mahogany obsidian. This is an arrowhead as well. It's actually in the shape of an arrowhead here. It's got a nice, simple little wrap because I wanted the arrowhead itself to stand out. This one's wrapped in gold wire. I thought it would look nice against the brown and the black. And it's been Reiki charged with the vibration of the master number 22. So we're back to master number 22, the number of proper use of power on the earthly plane. This one has the qualities of Pluto in it, which is the planetary ruler of Scorpio from the previous two, right? But the qualities of Pluto, planet of transformation and transmuting your own shadow side and lower vibrational energies. This one has the element of earth as well for restoring harmony to the root chakra and being grounded, the guidance of our Native American ancestors of the light, and of Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is in all three of these for protection and the removal of all lower vibrational energies and negative attachments. So let's look at those stones one more time right now. We've got the Moroccan hematite. We've got the snowflake obsidian. And we've got the mahogany obsidian arrowhead. All right, so let's talk about the astrology, because like I said, there's quite a bit going on. So I'm going to get right to it here. On Tuesday the 12th, we have Mercury, which rules the mental realm, all things of the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, communications, which is currently in nurturing, sensitive, and empathic Cancer. And Mercury in Cancer is going to be challenging Chiron, the wounded healer and shaman, which is currently in Aries, and he's been in Aries for quite a while and will be in Aries for quite a while yet. Now, Chiron in Aries is bringing up old past life wounds on a personal and collective level regarding our sense of self, courage, confidence, independence, self-identity. And with Mercury in Cancer challenging or squaring Chiron, this might bring some difficult communications up. We might have difficulty actually communicating our thoughts and our emotions, because Mercury is the logical thought part, and then it's in Cancer, the emotional sign. So again, there might be just some difficulties with some communication there. Also on Tuesday the 12th, we have Venus in Gemini, and actually Venus in Gemini this week is one of the highlights. Venus in Gemini is in a positive trine connection to Saturn in Aquarius. Now, Venus rules love and relationships, the divine feminine, our values, money, finances, personal resources. She's really busy in Gemini right now, and she's vacillating a lot because Gemini is a mutable sign, which means it's changeable, which means she's vacillating. She's vacillating about money and finances and what to do or how to do it. She's vacillating about love and relationships and what the next steps are or what she needs to communicate. What does she value? You know, it's about our values. And with that positive connection to Saturn, now Saturn is the ruler of responsibility and karmic lessons, and it rules our third dimensional reality. It rules manifestation. It rules restrictions, limitations, delays. Even though this is a positive connection, it's still a heavy connection. Venus, you know, Saturn can be a heavy planet no matter what the connection is. But the positive side of this would be, I feel, securely creating new relationships. And I mean friendships and networking, business relationships. It could be a new romantic relationship that's being manifested or that's coming into more of a commitment phase. But I want to say that this could be, you know, you putting your feelers out and networking with other people and maybe collaborating with people on a business level, wanting to make, again, those new friendship connections. And again, it's divine feminine energy for the women out there. It could be with other women. And this is us taking responsibility for our part in relationships as well. Venus ruling relationships, Saturn's about responsibility. So we come into an understanding that it takes two people to make or break a relationship, and we have to take responsibility for our part, our patterns, our healing journey, both within ourselves as well as within the relationship. So this is, again, positive to where we're taking responsibility. It's positive to where we might be manifesting some sort of personal resources like money and finances. It can be positive in the way of manifesting and connecting to new committed relationships. But let's also remember that it can bring in some karmic lessons as well, because that's what Saturn can be all about. Now on Wednesday the 13th, we have the full moon at 21 degrees of Capricorn. I think this is going to be a powerful one because it's connecting to a lot of planets. Now Capricorn rules third dimensional reality. Capricorn rules business, career, success, who we are out in the world, recognition, status, working hard, climbing to the top, you know. So it's all about our goals, our material goals, our career goals. And full moons are often about completion and healing and releasing and letting go. So where in third dimensional reality constructs do you need to release and let go? What do you need to release and let go? What do you need to bring healing to? As far as, again, your sense of responsibility for yourself, because Capricorn is a very responsible sign. Where do you need to take responsibility for your career path, your life path, your destiny path, who you are out in the world, what your goals are, and how you're working towards those goals? Now, the full moon is going to connect to Chiron, the wounded healer. It's going to be a challenging connection. So again, it's bringing up some old past life wounds regarding who am I out in the world? How do I identify myself out in the world? It's going to be opposing Mercury, planet that rules thoughts and ideas and perceptions, in emotional empathic Cancer. It's going to be making a positive connection to Uranus, which can be bring in sudden, unexpected shifts of energy. It can bring surprise energy. It's known as the Great Awakener. It is a positive connection, so this full moon can really awaken some deep intuitive insights. Then the full moon will also connect to Venus and Gemini in a challenging way. It's called an inconjunct, where we have to make some sort of adjustment. So we're needing to adjust something within our relationships, adjust how we're acting or reacting in a relationship, adjust what we're doing as far as personal resources, money, finances, adjust what we value in life. It's also going to sextile Neptune, which is a positive connection. So there's an opportunity here for some deep, soulful, spiritual healing. And it's going to conjunct Pluto, because Pluto is in Capricorn, right? And this full moon is at 21 degrees Capricorn. I believe Pluto is at 27 degrees of Capricorn right now. So that's only 6 degrees away and definitely close enough for us to feel it. So what does Pluto rule? Death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, change, deep, deep, soulful change on our journey, in our evolution and growth on a subconscious level. And full moons kind of activate the subconscious anyway. So that's all the planets it's connecting to. So you can see it's rather powerful. And also on the same day of that full moon, we have Mercury in Cancer in a sextile to Uranus. So again, there's an opportunity for messages, an opportunity for communications of a positive level that can awaken and inspire us in some way. Also on Wednesday the 13th and or Thursday the 14th, depending on what part of the world you're in, we're back to Venus and Gemini, and now she's challenging Neptune and Pisces. So again, Venus, love, relationships, money, finances, values, and she's vacillating already. You know, she can't really stay in one spot or make up her mind per se, because Gemini often changes its mind. But now she's challenging or squaring Neptune. Neptune on the shadow side can bring in illusion and confusion and not seeing things clearly or not understanding things clearly. Things are a little bit fuzzy. And so that's part of the energy coming off of that full moon, to where there might be some confusion in relationships, or there might be some strange thing happening with money and finances, and we don't understand what's going on. You know, something wonky happens. Our values might be tested in some way. And or we might just be vacillating back and forth and making a decision in one of those areas of life and not really know what to do. The next day, on Friday the 15th, we still have Venus in Gemini, and she's in an inconjunct, also called a quincunx, to Pluto. So Pluto again, power, disempowerment, empowerment. So Venus here is needing to adjust how she thinks, how she acts, how she communicates, what she perceives to be her reality in money, finances, love, relationships. And she's needing to take her power back. This could be simply us taking our power back from an old idea or an old way of perceiving something or experiencing something, that way is no longer valid for us. So we're needing to take back our power from that subconscious pattern or belief system and move into a new way of seeing, perceiving, or believing about something. Or this could be about actually needing to take our power back in a relationship matter or in some sort of situation that involves money and finances. On Saturday the 16th, we're looking at the sun in Cancer. The sun rules our sense of self-identity and how we shine our light. Right now we're shining our light through the emotional, empathic, nurturing sign of Cancer, which also rules home and family, by the way. So there's a big kind of focus here with the sun and Mercury, both in Cancer, on home and family matters. Well, both the Sun in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer on the very same day, Saturday, is going to be in an inconjunct or quincunx to Saturn. So again, bringing up some sort of limitations, restrictions, delays, karmic patterns, karmic messages, needing to move through karmic lessons in the home and family arena or in our expression of emotions with someone. Of course, the Sun and Mercury coming together in Cancer on that day to connect as well. So emotional conversations, being able to express what we really feel, how we really feel, being sensitive to what other people are going through and feeling. All of that's going to be a part of that connection. And then on Sunday, the 17th, we've got both the Sun and Mercury in Cancer now in a positive connection to Neptune. This really helps to spiritualize things, and it really connects us to our psychic abilities, because Cancer is an intuitive sign, and of course Neptune is a psychic planet in its home sign of Pisces, so very connected to the spiritual realms and all of the clairs, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. All of the mediumship, all of those abilities are heightened now, as is our artistic and creative and imaginative energies on Sunday. And then we end also on Sunday the 17th with Venus, who's kind of been highlighted this week. Venus is moving out of Gemini on Sunday and into the sign of Cancer. So she's joining the Sun in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer. So now we've got 3 personal planets, if you will, in that nurturing, loving, emotional, intuitive sign of Cancer, which rules home and family. Now, Venus is going to be in Cancer until August 11th, so it's going to be there a little while. So that's all that's going on astrologically, and that was a lot. Let's go ahead and get to the messages from our angels and guides. So I already did a meditation. I had cards flipping out and falling out as usual. And so let's turn over the first card that came out by itself, by the way. And we've got Major Arcana number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's a nice surprise, a positive, surprising energy to see here in this week where there is some tumultuous and challenging energies, and we have a full moon. Now, the Wheel of Fortune usually brings positive blessings and positive change. I will say that it can just bring some changing energies that we may not see the positive nature of until later on. So in other words, there's a big shift in the karmic wheel. We see this nice little wheel here in the wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a major shift in karmic circumstances or situations. Now, in this particular card, we do have a few clouds up there in the sky, you know, almost like there could be a storm that lies ahead, or a little bit of storminess that we're coming through. Maybe we're through it, and maybe we're just entering it. But either way, the message at the bottom here says new beginnings, the end of delays. I've been talking about delays with Saturn this week. So the end of delays, let's hope by the end of this week it's the end of delays. A change in direction that offers happiness. So the point is that with this major shift in the wheel, in the karmic circumstances of our life, it might be that the full moon brings something emotional and unexpected, a need to release a situation, a circumstance. Maybe it's just a pattern or a belief system that we need to release. But we're releasing something, and there's going to be either in the moment or a little bit later on here, positive energies that take its place. New beginnings will follow the endings, right? To have a new beginning, we have to have some sort of completion or ending, which is what a full moon kind of brings. So the new beginnings from the endings that occur, end of delays eventually, if not already, and a change in direction that offers happiness. So whatever the change, sometimes when we have change in our lives, it doesn't feel positive in the moment. That's because we might be a little fearful or anxious about what the change is bringing or what the change is all about. But know that in the end, this Wheel of Fortune bodes very well for positive, new beginnings, happiness, joy, something good that is occurring and or that will unfold as the old kind of gets washed away. All right, let's take a look at the next card. The second card came out as 2 cards. So the first of those 2 cards is the 2 of Gabriel. This is like the 2 of Wands in the traditional tarot. So the number 2 numerologically can be about another person, a relationship, some sort of one-on-one relationship, family, friend, business partner, romantic. And the fire element, or the Gabriel element here, is the element of creative inspiration. It's about imagination and inspiration and fire and passion. Now the message here at the bottom says, make bold and ambitious choices. So whenever you have the number 2, right, usually a 2 card in the tarot means there might be a decision that needs to be made or a choice that needs to be made. So here we're starting out with bold and ambitious choices because this is the fire element, and fire is bold and passionate and ambitious. And it says great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Okay, so great progress is possible. Again, it's following the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something really good that's transpiring here. Let's see what card came out with the 2 of Gabriel to get more information on this card. Okay, well, it's another 2 card. It's the 2 of Raphael. This is like the 2 of Cups in the traditional tarot. So again, the number 2, decisions, choices. The number 2, relationship and partnership with another person. The Raphael suit suggests that it's somebody that we're emotionally connected to. Now again, this can be a romantic significant other, but it might be a child or a parent. It might be a best friend. You know, emotional connections are those that are closest to us. So between the 2 of Gabriel and the 2 of Raphael, we definitely have something involving relationships. So whatever that Wheel of Fortune and the change and the shift in the karmic wheel is talking about, it either has to do with some sort of relationship matter, or it's going to involve or affect relationship or relationships in our lives. Let's say, for instance, this isn't necessarily part of it, but let's say somebody in the family, let's say there's a husband, a wife, and 2 children, and one of the parents, the husband or the wife, gets offered the best job ever out of state. Well, that's a positive Wheel of Fortune moment, but them taking that job, accepting that offer, is going to affect all the other people in that household. So even though it's a positive thing that's transpiring, and in this case, if that were to happen, it says make bold and ambitious choices. So I think it probably would bode well to go ahead and accept the offer, but it's going to affect our relationships. Now, I think the 2 of Cups here is also saying to make sure that you communicate your emotions and feelings with the other person or the other people in your life. Again, whether it's family, friendship, business associates that you're, feeling that you have a close connection to. It's like really be open, honest, and truthful and forthright in communication, because they might be part of the decision process. Maybe they help to make the decision, or again, the decision or the choice might be affecting them in some way. Now, this could also be that, again, maybe there is some sort of family challenge going on, or a challenge in a romantic relationship going on. Know that there's changes coming, and Saturn's highlighted this week as well. Saturn usually has a delayed effect. Like with Saturn, you have to have patience, and there might be some delays, and delays are usually in your best interest. And then when you finally make the choice or decision, it's, you know, it's like in divine timing, and you are led to the right time. But know that even if this is a personal kind of change, a personal shift in the karmic wheel, that communication and involvement with the other person is definitely going to be important. And it says too at the end here, don't give up on those you love. Well, actually, I didn't read the card, did I? It says, Two of Raphael, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, which again could be a new soulmate relationship comes in, and maybe it's your new best friend or a new mentor. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic, but kindred spirits. And then it says, don't give up on those you love. So if there's some sort of a challenge or issue that's been going on in a romantic relationship or in the family dynamics, basically this is saying communicate, share your feelings, involve them in the conversation, and don't give up on positive changes being able to occur and transpire. Don't give up on them being able to move through their own soul challenges and their own healing journey of evolution and growth. Now, there comes a time where we have to take care of ourselves, right? If we're in a particular type of situation to where our safety is at risk, or if our boundaries are being crossed, you know, that's different. So set good boundaries and take care of yourself. And if you're in a, you know, dangerous situation or challenging situation to your health and mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being, that you might have to remove yourself, then that's what you have to do. But if you can, you know, have communications and share your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings. Now let's look at the last card here. The last card, okay, it's a major arcana as well. It's major arcana 0. In this deck, it's called Leap of Faith with Archangel Metatron. Did I say who the first one was? The Wheel of Fortune was Archangel Jeremiah. So with that Wheel of Fortune and Archangel Jeremiah, we're reviewing the past. We're looking back at things that we've gone through, how far we've come, where we might still need to work. You know, Jeremiah helps us to review things. Now, Archangel Metatron, he can help us connect with the Akashic records. He can help us with organization in the here and now in third dimensional reality. So if we need an organized plan, if we need to do some sort of writing out of something, and or if we need to connect to our Akashic records to receive some further information and guidance, he's the Archangel. Leap of Faith is like the Fool card in the traditional tarot, which is usually about taking a leap of faith, trusting and taking a jump, taking a risk. It says here at the bottom, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. So again, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that there's some sort of new beginnings and that there's a change in direction that's either happening or that's coming very shortly. The 2 of Gabriel and 2 of Raphael indicates that somehow it's involving others in our life. And the last card, Leap of Faith, says, take a leap of faith. Trust in the universe and trust in yourself. You can do it. You can make the change. You can take the risk. Be bold. Know that you'll land on your 2 feet. Know that the universe will guide you and give you messages and protect you along the way. That's what this card is. Move towards your joy. It says, do what gives you joy. So move towards joy, move towards happiness, move towards this new energy, right? The Fool is the first of the major arcana. So it's a new energy, a new birth of something here. All right, let's take a look at the special message card depending on your stone of choice. Moroccan hematite, snowflake obsidian, or mahogany obsidian arrowhead. Okay, so for the Moroccan hematite, we're gonna shuffle this deck and ask for special message for this week for the Moroccan hematite people. Oh, as soon as I opened my eyes, you probably saw that one sticking up. Milk and honey. Milk and honey. And it's got a rainbow here too. So milk and honey is like the sweetness of life, right? When you, in the old times, they would say you can't sleep at night, have some warm milk mixed with some honey. You know, it's a nice, sweet, warm kind of drink. It kind of gives us that nice, yummy kind of feeling inside. So to me, milk and honey says, look for the sweetness in life. Follow the sweetness, follow the joy, follow the hope. To me is the rainbow. Follow the hope. That rainbow has a pot of gold at the end of it, right? So there's some sort of gift or blessing here. And in order to get to the gift or the blessing or the pot of gold, we have to connect with what's sweet in our life. So do things that give you joy, that nourish your inner child, that feed your soul. To me, this is feeding your soul. So do things that are creative, use your imagination, connect with friends and loved ones, get out in nature, go on a trip, have a nice relaxing bath, douse yourself with essential oils, go get a massage. Whatever it is for you, it might be different for everyone, but follow and look for the sweetness in life. Make it happen for yourself. And as you create more of those moments, you're going to create more of this hope in the future and create more of this beautiful color in your life that can bring abundance, prosperity, and blessings. I'm going to put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. All right, and the special message for the snowflake obsidian people. Special message for snowflake obsidian. Nothing popping out at me yet. Snowflake obsidian. Special message. Okay, this one on the top feels like it's the right one. Higher power. I had to look for a minute because it's such a light and kind of bright and ethereal kind of picture. You can barely even see it, but if you look, you can see this angelic being in the midst of the clouds, in the midst of the cosmos, in the midst of the universe, in the midst of the angelic realm. So higher power, connect to what your higher power is. Is it God? Is it spirit? Is it universe? Is it the cosmos? Is it, what is it for you? It doesn't matter what the terminology is. Maybe it's your higher soul self. Maybe that's your higher power. Whatever your higher power is, connect to it. Ask for the guidance, the messages, the assistance, the protection, the next steps on your path here. And know that your angels and guides are about your angels, your guides, your teachers of the highest vibration of light. Those are all a part of your higher power. And with your connection, to me, to reconnect, we're always connected to God's source energy. We're always connected. But sometimes we feel disconnected. And sometimes we are more connected than at other times. So I feel like we're needing to really have some alone time, silent time, reflection time, meditation time to reconnect, to call in our higher soul selves, our fifth dimensional light bodies, the angelic part of our nature. Call that energy in. All of that is that higher power energy, so that things flow more smoothly, so the messages become clearer, so that we know what the next steps are. And maybe the next steps are just to be still and wait and have patience. So for everybody, it's different, right? Others, maybe the message is action, make a decision, do something. But your higher power will assist you with knowing what that next step is for you. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the mahogany obsidian arrowhead, mahogany obsidian arrowhead message for the week. This one's calling my attention. Blessed. Oh, I love that one. We have a kind of a fairy kind of energy, traveling within what looks to be like half of a shell, like an egg or something. She's got a stream of light behind her as if she's moving at a pretty nice pace here. She's got stars in the sky around her. She's got her hands in a prayer position. So again, it has the essence almost of the last card, to where when we connect with our higher selves, when we connect with our inner truth, when we meditate, when we have our silent reflective moments and we are just in the silence and just being in the moment, or imagining ourselves as part of the cosmos, right? This is when the blessings are going to come in. This is when we're going to feel blessed. And when we feel blessed by just being in the moment, and when we feel blessed by being connected to the stars, the cosmos, our angels, our guides, our higher soul self, the blessings will start to appear. The blessings will start to unfold because you're immersing yourself in that energy. And then that energy is going to follow suit by bringing in the manifestation of the feeling of being blessed. Okay. All right. So everybody had some good cards here going on. I send you all lots of love and light and many blessings of transformation and change during this full moon in Capricorn. Thank you for your support, your comments, your love. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I send you lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings, blessings of the universe to you all. Namaste.